Hey everyone, welcome to That's Good Denver. I'm your host, Chris Romeo, and today I'll be breaking down the Broncos Week 1 matchup against Seahawks, where they lost 17-16, Week 1 on Monday Night Football. So it was Russell Wilson's return to Seattle. First before I get into the video, this just Week 1, this is like a week later. I'm doing each Broncos game in separate videos this year. One by one, because I don't like it all being combined into one like it was last year. But anyway, so Geno Smith looked really good against the Broncos defense, surprisingly, and, start of the game, Seahawks get the ball, they drive it down the field. Geno Smith converts on a 3rd down 3 to Will Dissly, and Will Dissly finds the end zone for a 40-yard touchdown to put the Seahawks up 7-0. Then Russell Wilson cooks and finds Andrew Beck for a couple receptions. Andrew Beck made a one-handed catch, got us down close to field goal range, and that drive stalled with the field goal. The cut into the Seahawks lead 7-3. Then after a couple of punts, Seahawks drive it down the field again into Denver territory, get a field goal to go up 10-3. Then the very next drive on a 3rd down and 3, Russell Wilson floats a long pass deep down the far sideline to Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy catches it and finds the end zone for a 70-yard touchdown. That ties the game at 10-10. That was Russell Wilson's first touchdown pass as a Denver Bronco. Then on the very next drive, though, Geno Smith goes down the field, completes all his passes, and finds Seahawks tight end for a touchdown to put Seattle up 17-10. Broncos, with a minute left until halftime, drive it down the field. Russ looks good. He gets an interception that gets dropped, so he gets new life, and that ends with a Brandon Mcmanus field goal to cut the Seahawks lead to 17-13. And then Denver gets the ball to start the second half. They drive it down the field, get all the way down to the 1-yard line on 4th and goal. Then they hand it off to Melvin Gordon. It looked like Melvin Gordon got in, but the thing was he fumbled it before he crosses goal line. The Seahawks recover the ball, and they take over in their own territory. We get the ball back on a Randy Gregory strip on the Seahawks running back, and we get the ball back and drive it down the field again. 3rd and 1, Javonte Williams fumbles on the 1-yard line. Seahawks get it back, no points again. Then we force the Seahawks, I think, 3 and out. Then later we start driving the ball down the field again, eat up a lot of time. That ends up stalling with a Brandon Mcmanus field goal. We're only down 17-16. Geno Smith gets the ball back, completes a couple of passes to DK Metcalf for a couple of first downs. Broncos then eventually force them to punt. We get the ball back, 3 minutes left, and we start driving the ball down the field. 3rd and 14, we do a screen pass to Javonte Williams, gets to the Seahawks 45 with like 30 seconds left in the game. And 4th down and 5, we wind the clock all the way down. Instead of calling a timeout much sooner, we wind it all the way down to 20 seconds left, then finally use a timeout. That brings Brandon Mcmanus on the field for a 64-yard game-winning field goal with 15 seconds left. He just misses it left after being iced. He missed the first one way off before he was iced. Then this second one was a little closer, but it wasn't quite in. That's how the Seahawks held on to win 17-16 in Russ's first game as a Denver Bronco. And, if there's anyone to blame, it's to blame the clock management at the end. I understand it's week 1, but you got to have more urgency, call your timeout sooner, and, try to go for it on 4th and 5 instead of having Brandon McManus kick that very long field goal, and especially in a road game on Seattle. And, you're paying Russell Wilson all that money. You should have him go for it on 4th down and 5, with the game on the line like that. But tough week 1 game, and yeah, we did bounce back and beat the Texans yesterday, but I'm recording this like a week later because I just now decided to do these videos separate. But yeah, tough week 1 game, and yeah, in the very next video I'll be doing the Texans game recap, but a crazy week 1, a lot of upsets and stuff. We're not the only team that lost to a bad team, thankfully. But that's it, everybody. I'm Chris Romeo, and that's good Denver.